Have you heard that OpenAI is about to close a new funding round, with the company potentially being valued at $100 billion? It sounds unbelievable, but it actually makes a lot of sense. Over the past few years, OpenAI has become one of the most influential tech companies, especially after the release of ChatGPT, which completely transformed the way we think about artificial intelligence. There are rumors that potential investors might include giants like Apple and Nvidia. Interestingly, Apple has reportedly agreed to integrate ChatGPT into its products, which would be a massive step forward in making their devices even smarter and more intuitive. This move would allow Apple to offer a more personalized and intelligent user experience, setting a new standard for AI integration in consumer electronics. Nvidia, on the other hand, already dominates the market for graphics processors and AI chips. By participating in this funding round, they could further solidify their leadership. Partnering with OpenAI would allow them to work with the most advanced AI models and integrate them into their technologies, leading to significant improvements in high-performance computing. Microsoft, which already owns 49% of OpenAI, is also expected to participate in this funding round. Given their deep involvement with OpenAI, another investment would further solidify their partnership and influence over the future of AI development. Thrive Capital is also rumored to be contributing around $1 billion, which shows just how much confidence investors have in OpenAI's potential for growth and profitability. This round of funding is set to be the largest external capital infusion into OpenAI since January 2023, when Microsoft invested nearly $10 billion in the company. With such significant financial backing, OpenAI is poised to accelerate its development and continue dominating the AI space. The profits from this investment could be substantial, as the integration of ChatGPT and other AI technologies into everyday products becomes more widespread. If everything comes together as planned, we could be witnessing the beginning of a new era in technology, where AI becomes even more embedded in our daily lives, driving innovation and shaping the future of industries across the board. I recently came across some exciting news. Ilya Sutskever, co-founder of OpenAI, has raised $1 billion for his new startup, Safe Superintelligence (SSI). Sutskever left OpenAI just 4 months ago, and his new company is already aiming to build safe AI. The story of Ilya Sutskever's departure from OpenAI is quite unusual. Sutskever, one of the company's founders and its chief scientist, announced his departure several months after he took part in an attempt to oust CEO Sam Altman in late 2023. After Altman was reinstated, Sutskever publicly acknowledged his regret for his role in the events, but has since become less visible in the OpenAI context. Soon after, he announced his departure, which raised even more questions, as his contribution to the company was key. Sutskever then founded a new company, Safe Superintelligence (SSI), which has raised a massive $1 billion in funding. However, there are some oddities here too. The investors include Andreessen Horowitz, a venture capital firm that has previously been vocal in its opposition to California's AI safety law, raising questions about how aligned this investment is with the company's stated mission of developing safe superintelligence. In addition, SSI's CEO admitted that the company does not yet have a finished product and probably won't have one for several years. This also leaves the impression that despite the huge investment, the product may still be far from being realized. I believe that Sutskever's move is not simply a competition with OpenAI, but an attempt to change the approach to AI development, focusing on safety and sustainability. Sutskever himself made it clear that SSI has a single goal: safe superintelligence. In an era when the race to develop AI is becoming increasingly intense, this news has caused a stir. ChatGPT has a new feature. It can now remember information from past chats. The cool thing is that if you want it to, it will remember what you talked about so you don't have to repeat yourself in the future. But this only happens if you want it to. For example, if I tell it that I love traveling or play the guitar, it will be able to remember this and offer something on the topic in the future. It's convenient. You don't have to explain your interests or preferences every time. The important thing is that you have complete control over what it remembers. At any time you can say, "Forget this," and it will actually erase everything that it remembered. I like that it gives more convenience, but at the same time everything remains under control. If you don't want something to be saved, it simply won't remember anything, and you can communicate as before, without traces of past conversations. In general, if you want more personalized communication, this feature is really cool. Imagine getting into your Volkswagen, and instead of just pressing buttons or using simple voice commands, you could talk to the car like a human. Now it's a reality. Volkswagen is integrating ChatGPT into its cars, offering a whole new level of interaction. Starting in 2025, models like the ID.4, Golf R, and Tiguan will feature VW Plus speech powered by OpenAI. This means that instead of simply recognizing voice commands, the system will be able to understand you and have a full conversation. For example, you can ask about the weather ahead on your route, what events are happening in your area, or even request restaurant recommendations, all without having to take your eyes off the road. With ChatGPT, the car doesn't just execute commands, it responds to more complex queries, understands the context, and can offer helpful solutions. As a result, interacting with the car becomes more natural and intuitive. You no longer need to remember exact phrases or commands, just talk to a human. Volkswagen believes that this will not only improve the user experience, but also increase road safety, as drivers will be less distracted. The technology will rapidly develop, and in the future, it is possible that such systems will become standard not only for cars, but also for other devices in everyday life. Integrating artificial intelligence into cars is a major step forward. And, apparently, the time when we will talk to the vacuum cleaner about which rooms to clean is not so far away. I recently read about how Microsoft plans to change the world of personal computers with its new initiative, Copilot+. Imagine your computer not only responding to commands, but being able to work alongside you as a real assistant that understands the context of your actions. This is exactly what Microsoft is offering with its new line of AI-powered PCs. Copilot Plus is a new generation of PCs that will support full-fledged AI features, thanks to built-in neural processing units, NPUs. These devices will be equipped with the latest processors from Intel and AMD, and will use AI capabilities to optimize your workflows. For example, you will be able to automate tasks, manage applications, request information, get recommendations on texts or images, all through natural language. What makes Copilot Plus really interesting is that these computers can think in the background and offer solutions based on your work. This is a step forward in the development of artificial intelligence, where the system analyzes your actions and offers improved interactions. For example, if you are working on a presentation, Copilot can help with formatting, find the information you need online, and even suggest improvements. Another important point is the integration of NPU, which will significantly speed up work with AI. These computers will support multitasking at a new level, especially in the field of creative and analytical tasks. For example, video editing or working with large amounts of data will become faster and more convenient. Microsoft is betting that about 50 million PCs under the Copilot Plus brand will hit the market in the coming years. This shows how much AI is becoming an integral part of our daily lives, and how technology is starting to radically change the approach to working with computers. All this makes you think, if we can already interact with our PCs so easily, then the time when we will talk to vacuum cleaners, smart homes, and other gadgets is just around the corner. And now, one of the strangest news. Canva, they decided to raise the prices for some subscriptions by as much as 300%. Can you imagine? They say it's because of the cool new AI features they added. Anyway, here's how it is. Canva Teams users, which are for business, will now pay $500 per year in the US instead of $120. True, they give a 40% discount for the first year, so it will be only $300. And in Australia, it's just crazy. It was $480 per year for 5 people, and it will become $2,430. That's 5 times more. Canva justifies itself by saying that they now have a bunch of new features with artificial intelligence, like Magic Media for generating images from text, and Magic Expand for expanding the background. They think it's worth the money, but people are shocked. Many are writing that they are going to cancel their subscriptions and switch to Adobe. Canva used to be a budget alternative. And now what? Incidentally, this all happens just before Canva is set to go public in the US. It looks like they want to show investors that they can make money. But have they gone too far?